It's been 15 minutes, so let me go check on the video, see what happened. I don't expect it to be that what the heck? It's been 15 minutes! And to any of you guys typing, actually, it's been like 17 minutes. It literally says it right there on the timestamp. You should shut the hell up. Unless you're subscribed, then you're fine. Anyways, a deal's a deal. Time to review the new Star Fox trailer. They start off the direct talking about Star Fox's appearance in the new Mario movie, which kind of makes me worry that they're just making this to promote Star Fox because he was in the Mario movie. But I digress. Then we get to the actual trailer, where we get to see Star Fox and their new models, which I've seen a lot of people complaining about, but I don't think they're that bad. Of course, it's a little weird seeing them like this, especially since the last Star Fox game I played was Star Fox 64, and there has been quite a lot of technological advancements since then. But they don't look horrible. Of course, I would be insane if I said that I prefer these models over the ones that they most recently had in, like, what is it, Star Fox Zero? Well, I guess that's not most recently because there is Star Fox 2, but we can't count that because that was just like a SNES game that was supposed to come out like 30 years ago, but didn't. So yeah, we can't count that. About these new models, they then show that this game has cutscenes where you are able to see these new models in action. And this is where a lot of people's criticism for the new models showed up because, well, just look at Falco here. I don't know what he's doing, but he doesn't look like he's doing that very well. Like, I know I'm not one to speak about posture, but just look at his posture and tell me that it isn't horrible. But to be fair, he could just be bending over a little bit for whatever he's doing. I still don't know what it's called. They then start to describe the stuff you could do. Like, you can do a barrel roll. They also reveal that there's an online co-op mode, which I meant is cool, but I just know that the servers are gonna be dead in like a year. Anyways, these battles are just team versus team. It's Team Star Fox versus Team Star Wolf. There's multiple game modes though, and from my understanding, they're each correlated to a map. So for example, you battle in Corneria, but only in Corneria. If you want to play a different game mode, you'll have to select another map. Honestly, I'm fine with this, but I might be a little biased considering I don't think the online mode would really be too good. The thing that I'm angrier about is how they handled co-op during the main story. What they did is that they made it so that one person plays as the gunner and the other person steers the ship. Yep, that's the best thing they could come up with. Like, Star Fox has 4 members. They couldn't have just made it so that one person could play as each member? And for those who make the argument, well, it'll interfere with the story, then they could just make it so that the second player gets chased too. Like, even in Star Fox 64, you were able to get chased by enemies. So they could do the same for the second player, or the third player, or the fourth player. Well, actually, all of them. They could just do it for all of them. They then reveal the name, Star Fox. This name was taken 30 years ago. I hate when video game companies do this because then when you're trying to search up the old game, it shows up as the new game instead of the old game that you were looking for. Remakes, remasters, and re-releases get a pass because they are essentially the same game, as long as they are, of course, using the same name as it originally was, you know. Anyways, they then show off the release date of June 25th, 2026. That's in less than 2 months. This isn't really at fault of the game itself. Instead, it's kind of at fault of Nintendo, as they've been doing this recently. That is, making games and then just not revealing them until like a month before release. And then at some point, they're just going to release a major game on the same day that it gets announced. That was a joke, by the way, if you couldn't tell. That means that you're supposed to be laughing. Some people might see the release date being sooner as a good thing because, oh, we don't have to wait as long. But I think it's a bad thing because then you won't have enough time to get anticipated or hyped up for the game, and it could lead to an overall drain of sales, of course, compared to other games in the series. They then show off a feature that I found funny, and it's basically just where you can become a VTuber. Basically, you use a compatible USB camera to track your facial movements, and then it makes you into Fox or Slippy or whoever you want. I wouldn't say this sounds like a bad idea, but I would definitely say it sounds like a weird one. Like, I don't know who thought of this, but maybe they, like, had extra time on their hands, I don't know. Anyways, it doesn't take away anything from the game, nor does it feel like a missed opportunity, so I'm fine with it. They then start to show off their new side story prologue mode, which sounds cool, but it also makes me worried. Now you might be wondering, how does it make you worried? Well, the thing is, they put out this full-blown cinematic trailer for this side game mode, which makes me think that they're putting more effort into this side mode than the actual story. They dedicated a whole bit just to this side story cinematic trailer thingy, whatever. If anything, they should have done this for the main story instead of the side story. But maybe this is just a cutscene. We'll figure out when the game arrives on June 25th, 2026. God, I hate that release date. Anyways, I set a goal last time that I would make a long form if that video did well, as in like the YouTube short that I made. So I'm gonna create another goal. If this video does well, then I'll make a video on Star Fox 64. Like, me playing Star Fox 64. Because, you know, it's been a minute since I've played Star Fox 64. Anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.